What it do? What it do?
Welcome.
What's that?
What's up?
Yeah, you have to be older. Remember that.
I do remember that sort of. I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I'm older than yesterday.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yes.
really, really old.
Am I the baby
I
here?
was gonna say, yeah, she's still rocking with that 40 thing. We both know you got girdles older than that.
Russ. I can take it. I love the jokes. Oh, here's Kim. What's up?
That was that.
Where's Kim? Hi, Kim. I miss you.
Hey,
You
there's
every
my
day,
buddy.
just so you know. I'm just
There's my buddy Kim.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
really?
She's the best chauffeur in the world. She gave me back to my a ride back to my hotel at Keto Palooza.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
she saw
awesome.
me hitchhiking. Yeah, she saw me hitchhiking out there. She's like, this poor SOB cannot possibly make it all the way back to the hotel. Let me, let me pick him up.
Nice.
Yes. So I appreciate that. She's awesome. And Kim and Nicole were both awesome. It was great to meet them, hang out with them. But first things first, don't we have a health check of some sort that we need to make?
Did you guys have a heart attack this week? I didn't have a heart attack. Who's had a heart attack?
No heart attack.
No heart attack. I think
No heart
Rick,
attacks.
I think we have a guest later who has frequent heart attacks, so we'll ask him about that.
Yeah, it's that thin air up on the moon. I don't know if he's still in the show. I don't know if he's still in the spaceship or not, but yeah, we're gonna find out
Yeah.
what he's doing. This is my man Rick.
Yep.
Nope, I'm healthy as far as I know. So I think
Rick's had one heart attack so far. Is that what he said?
Yeah,
yeah.
Just one. All right.
just one in 40
Well,
years.
1 in 40
Yeah.
years. That's not bad.
If any of you low carb ladies or keto cuties are out there and you have any heart palpitations or anything, that's normal. That's normal. When when Big Daddy's on the show, I understand it.
Right.
It'll go away in a little bit. Don't worry about it. Just
My heart palpitations are from drinking too much coffee.
yeah. You didn't have like one peanut or anything like you did like.
Oh, okay. Well, since we're going there,
Yeah,
I need to do a check with everybody in the chat, and you can answer it. So my daughter had this thing. It's called a cocada, and it was like this big, and it's basically coconut and panela. Panela is unprocessed brown sugar, basically. So it was like a cookie sort of smushy sort of thing. And my husband and my son and my daughter shared it, and I took a bite like this big. So, and I felt extremely tired afterwards. It was this big.
What?
Listen, this stuff is in your mind. I'm telling you. It's like, you know.
Okay, but
it's
this
just
is
like-
not what I care about. This is not what I care about.
Yeah.
So I had a cappuccino with whole milk in it. What's worse, the coffee or the whole milk? Let me know in the chat. There you go.
Well, from a carb standpoint, the milk, obviously, I mean, that's got a lot of carbs in it. It's a lot of carbs
Yeah,
in it.
that's true.
But you do this stupid thing every. And listen, I don't believe you. You're gonna be in the liar category with Adam here before this is all over. It's like, oh, I had one drop of Kool-Aid and I got the high.
I don't drink the Kool-Aid.
It's like, oh, I had one green pea and I got leprosy. I'm like, it's like you do this every week. It's like, oh, I had one grain of rice and I felt like I had Ebola. I'm like,
But I ate a whole can of jalapenos and I was totally fine.
yeah. So it's
guys,
like
just a heads up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the United States for the first Thanksgiving in approximately 8 years.
Whoa.
I'm going to cheat. I'm sorry, because my sister's cooking.
How's your kids?
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, there's no cheating. There's no cheating.
Oh, I'm going to be living life and eating Thanksgiving
That's
dinner.
right. You're going to be living your life. Listen, this is my philosophy on this. Not that anybody cares, but
Not that we haven't heard it before.
Hey, listen, I know you don't care, Adam. I don't listen, kettle corn. You're probably still on a Canadian high. You've been out there, you're probably feeling all strong like a lumberjack and everything. You're probably all still jacked up.
Yeah, buddy.
But it's like, man, listen, I don't understand. It's like I'm gonna live my life. I have all the knowledge and all the information. I know, to me, it's about minimizing and managing your carbs, not totally eliminating them. Just don't think it's realistic in this world to eliminate all your carbs. You just minimize and manage, pick your spots, but you're gonna have some. And to me, cheating it just has too much of a negative connotation. It's like it's something to beat yourself up for or something to be mad at yourself about. That's kind of the reason why. If this is a lifelong thing and this is your lifestyle and you're living your life, yeah, you have a little this, a little of that. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's just living your life. So that's why I say that.
Yep. I agree with you. Mostly.
Yeah,
I agree with mostly also. But I'm so excited.
I'm a natural born cheater. You ain't cheating, you ain't cheating. That's so for most people, cheating is a negative word. If you're cheating on a test or cheating on your wife it's just a negative word to me. And I don't cheat because it's not a diet. This is not a temporary or transitional thing for me. This is my life. What I'm doing today, I plan to do tomorrow, the next day, and the rest of my life. So, that's just one crazy guy in Florida's opinion.
And I'm going to be cheating in Florida. I'm just joking. I'm going to be living life in Florida.
Yeah, man. Live your life. Live a little bit, man. Don't torture yourself.
I think last time I had Thanksgiving, I cooked a Christmas dinner here that was like Thanksgiving, and it just wasn't the same. Christmas here sucks. It's not the same. They just want to drink and dance all night. It's not like Christmas movies with your hot chocolate, wrapping the last presents, Christmas Eve. No, it's just partying all. No.
Yeah, drinking and dancing is a lot more fun. Sounds like to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
Especially if there's some dancing girls.
Right.
All those girls are dancing all night long.
We're not allowed to talk about dancing girls on the show. Adam has banned that. It's on the list of things. It's like 178 things we can't talk about. And that's what.
So, hey, Adam, what about you? Carb check.
Yes, it's time for the carb check. You guys lose. I can already tell you. You're all losers.
Let's see. I did good while we were in Canada, had 0 carbs whatsoever. And last night, I was kind of in the dumps about something last night. So I said, to heck with it. I decided I'm going to have some pizza. So I had pizza and a couple breadsticks. So now, mind you, everyone that's watching, I am strict carnivore, 0 carbs. I am at my goal weight, and I knew that this was going to cause pain and inflammation as soon as I ate it.
Yeah.
But it was a really rough day to deal with yesterday, so it was pizza and breadsticks for me. So I don't know but
I just want you to, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to think about what you just heard. I am strict carnivore. I am not, except for the whole pizza that I smashed and the breadsticks. And then
the breadsticks were made of meat.
Just own it, man.
It was a meat lover's pizza.
There you go. Okay, but here's but here's the $1 million question. Where was it from? And did you eat like all the crust around it too, or just like up to the crust?
Well, it was a place called Ron's Pizza, and it was thin crust, so it didn't have any like doughy crust or anything. So
there you go. I thought you were gonna say Donato's because that's my
no.
Oh, listen, Donato's Pizza, that's my spot here. They have one in Jacksonville. I gotta go check it out and make sure it's authentic. Because I've been eating Donato's pizza since the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I know if it's authentic or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you might have me beat there, Lacey, this week. Man, I thought I was a shoe-in. I'm sure miss 1 grain of rice, 1 green bean down there.
I don't eat rice. Rice is disgusting. But 1 green bean, yes.
Yeah.
one bite of one eggplant, yes.
Well, I had the family here, as many people well know, because I did a video with my nephew. But I had little bits. I had a little bit of pasta and some beans and some potato chips and a couple of cookies, all over the span of 3 days. So I think you might have me beat there, Lacey.
Yeah, I might. Although
Yeah.
the breadsticks were half cheese. They were half cheese. Literally, the breadstick was like this big around, and it was like 3/4 of the inside diameter was cheese. It was insane.
Adam just gained 12 pounds, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't even get on the scale anymore.
Yeah, no, you're doing great, brother. You're doing great. And no, I didn't feel bad. People always ask, "Don't you feel bad when you?" No, I don't. If I feel bad because I didn't have more cookies, I didn't have more.
Do you think you mean like mentally feel bad? Like I did something bad? Because I never feel like I mentally am like doing something bad. But
no, like people's like, "Oh, I ache or I have this or that," but I never did before. So it's like I never had any aches or pains before I started this life. So I don't know. If you had a bunch of aches and pains and then you start the life and they go away, then you speak that old stuff, then you have, but I never had any of that. Although the only thing I will say that I do know is if I eat too much of it, like day after day, like I was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will start to retain water and I'll feel like a little bloated and that kind of stuff. So I guess you could say that. But other than that, like any aches or pains or anything like that, nah. So, yeah, you win, Lacey. I'm going to go ahead and concede. I'm just going to throw up the white flag.
Right.
You win this week. You win this week with the pizza and the breadsticks. Well played, my man. Well played.
So I went almost 2 weeks without any carbs.
Yeah.
So,
That's long enough.
Last night was I lost my carnivore card, so I guess I got to turn it in. And
listen, I don't even know what the rules are. One day we're gonna have that conversation. We'll maybe put it out to the audience. How many carbs a week can you eat and still consider yourself a carnivore?
Right.
If I have one salad with a steak one day in a week, am I still a carnivore?
So if you go to Dr. Kiltz's website, he defines like animals in the wild. If they eat 70% of their diet is meat, they're called hypercarnivores. 70% or more of their diet.
There you go. I'm a hypercarnivore.
There's like some weird word for human beings that are carnivores because we do it on purpose.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the word, but it doesn't say. But it's just interesting that that's the exact definition: 70% of your diet or more on that website.
Well, I hate. And I mean hate the animal references. I think they're the most ridiculous things. If a lion had Costco, okay, it'd be a whole different program. If I set up a dozen chocolate cakes out in the jungle, he'd smash them. I guarantee he would. And if he had a Costco in the jungle, he'd be in the bakery just like me. Okay,
he'd probably end up having the runs too, like everybody.
Yeah, yes. Now you're probably right about that, but I promise you, that lion or that cheetah is only as carnivore as his options. Okay, so it's like you lock me in a cage and throw a steak into me. Yeah, I'd be a carnivore too, but I have a Costco card and a Costco membership, and it just doesn't work like that.
Well, maybe hey, you can fund. Maybe like a little miniature zoo and try that out.
Hey, listen, I don't need to open a miniature zoo. All I gotta do is figure out how to smuggle a chocolate cake in our local zoo. That's all I got. If you see me on TV and you escort me out of the zoo somewhere, you'll know exactly what I was trying to do.
Right.
Like, I know we dragging me out, and I'm like, it was for me. It was for me.
So some of you know that I'm visiting the U.S. because I keep saying that. But look, I bought a bunch of meat sticks for the plane flight, so I don't spend $20 on a bag of Doritos on the plane flight. So here you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Alia.
Yeah.
You better check with customs because if you bring meat products in, usually they won't let you.
No, we're gonna eat these on the flight.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, before we get to the U.S. and I have to declare anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you do not ask anybody, do you want a piece of my meat stick? Don't ask me how I know.
Okay. I won't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah,
That's good.
you go. All right. Whoa.
Doorbell.
Yes, our doorbell is back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, our dysfunctional doorbell is
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
How's it going, everyone? I'm doing pretty good. How's everyone doing?
Awesome.
Great.
Chris Martin. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. I just wondered, I've never had to declare my meat. I just thought that was pretty
Yeah. Hey, listen,
pretty
be
interesting.
careful. Listen, the
TSA's got
Central-
new rules now. Yeah.
Yeah, be,
Right.
hey, be careful with the meat jokes. Adam will kick you right out of here. He's approved. He's terrible. He's a terrible censor. I'm just telling you. He will kick you right out of here. You know, if you get too far in the meat jokes.
It's
That is great.
Yeah, Chris Martin, Coldplay in the house.
I
Yeah,
was waiting for it. I have to say it like literally. Russ, you probably remember from Keto Palooza when I was down there, I was like, my name is Chris Martin, not the singer. You know,
right.
just to clear it up, just in case.
Yeah,
But
right.
I do that a lot. That's kind of like one of my running jokes, but I'm not going to name my kid Apple, so it's not.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask.
Maybe
is it
Meat Stick.
Apple?
Maybe I'll name my kid Meat Stick. Yeah.
There you go. Mean.
Yeah, that Chris Martin joke only works with people who are into music. You know, it's you know, if you do that at the Baptist church, they'll be like, "Huh? What? Coldplay?" Yeah.
You two have met before, so how did that happen?
What is that?
You two have met before. How did that happen?
When I was down at Keto Palooza, we have a common sub between the channels. And actually, she just commented here a little bit ago. And when I was down there, she says, "Hey, you need to talk to these guys." So she almost drugged me, but, it's debatable. And said, "Let's go meet Russ," because I don't know if you were headed out the door at the moment, Russ, but we caught you, and she was like, "Hey, I really want to meet you," and that's when you said, "Hey, you should go check out our channels, but also apply to be on the channel." And come and talk about your stories. No, it was Lisa.
Oh, Lisa, all right.
Yes.
She's here right now tonight with us.
Yeah,
she is.
Lisa's awesome. Lisa is wonderful.
There you go. Hi, Lisa.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lisa.
She's a keto cutie. She's one of the keto cuties.
Calm down, Russ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fired soon.
Listen.
She's an Ohioan. So, so I know you guys probably want just a quick background. You're gonna love this, Russ. Yeah. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes,
nice.
I've lived in Columbus, Ohio, my entire life. I was born here. I live specifically in a suburb called Hilliard now, but I grew up on the southeast side of town. I've never left. So I'm a true Buckeye. OH.
I-O.
There you go.
Yeah, Adam's in Dayton.
Yeah, I drive by Hilliard almost weekly.
Yeah, so so you're out in Dayton. We'll have to talk sometime. I used to go to Dayton a lot of times to go skating, actually. In Vandalia and the Beaver Creek and stuff. I was a huge roller skater and stuff. So I'm 53. If you're trying to get a gauge on the age, and I'm a second-time ketoer. So I don't know where that leaves you guys, like, with your next set of questions, but
well, no, just tell us about your carnivore life or your keto life or your whatever you are. This is a big tent. We use carb number a lot here. So what's the average carbs typically eat on a typical day, and kind of how you got there?
Yeah, let me rewind just a little bit, because I always like to explain to people, my journey into keto, because the first time that I went into keto was more like a road trip, so to speak. I call it the 3.5-year road trip, for that matter. May have been just a little bit longer than that, but if the idea of a road trip is that you go somewhere, you can just kind of wing it, you make it, you tend to do okay. You may not take the best path to get there, but somehow you still end up there. That was around 2017 or 18, but I had done, like most of us, I was heavy. My almost my entire adult life. I had episodes, where I had done things like Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, packaged meals, exercise, low fat with exercise, meditation, you name it. I pretty much have done it. I've done Atkins, in the middle to late 90s. I remember going over to my best friend's house and his parents were like, yeah. And I was like, why aren't you eating the buns? And they're like, oh, we're doing this thing, where you just don't eat any carbs. You're like, you eat real low carbs. And I was like, oh, that's fascinating. So at some point I tried it and I was like, well, this really works well. So I did have some success with that, but ultimately kind of fell back off. And, for the next, decade and a half, roller coaster until I hit that like 2017, 18 mark. And I was working on a contract with one of my buddies, and this guy is like, not someone you would look to and say, when they say I'm doing keto and go, why? Because I mean, it looks like, how thin you are, Adam. You look good. You guys all look good. Don't we all look good? Don't you could tell the skin, you could tell the, the energy. So, but I asked my buddy Eric, I said, why are you doing keto? You're in shape and all that. And he goes, man, I have these migraines. I have, stiff joints. I have brain fog, and there's probably a list of other things I just don't remember, back then. And he said, by me doing a specified carbohydrate diet, which is probably, just a clever way of telling someone you're doing keto or carnivore or something along those lines, he got great benefit from it. So, and we would do lunches a lot together. So I just like, I'm going to try this. So that's when the first video I watched as far as a keto video or anything down that path was Dr. Berry's Counting Calories Are Stupid. It was just a very fascinating, thing to hear from a medical doctor. You're just like, I can't believe they're saying this. And then when you start, going down that road, but nonetheless, my journey kind of, I'll go back on carbs. So I cut back on carbs. And then, for a while that worked good. And sometime in probably 2019, oh, and let me give you context. I was about 240, before that. And my heaviest was like 260 at one point, but I was at 240 seemed to be my set point for that decade. And then I, like I said, started to lose weight and stuff, but it was kind of like an up and down on keto. And I was getting a lot of mixed messages, because I was watching one of your other videos where someone said you kind of get sucked into the keto snacks, or you get sucked into these dirty types of things that give you the illusion that you're doing keto, but you're really not necessarily doing keto. So you can obviously tell right away I'm more of a keto guy than I am a carnivore guy. Although I walked away from Keto Palooza going, wow, I'm extremely fascinated, with carnivore. And actually, I'll talk here maybe in a little bit, just tell you guys I'm leaning towards trying, a good month of carnivore to see how that goes. Because I think any of us on that spectrum, like we're all in this together. We're we have
absolutely, but just to help you take a breath there.
I know I like to talk a lot.
Yeah, you're all right, brother.
I'm not singing.
Hey, we're all you're in the family, brother. You're in good hands here. I think it's important, something that you said, and I try to say it every broadcast, and I try to say it as much as I can. Our way of life, ketogenic living, wherever you're at, whether your carb number is 0 or 50 or whatever, ketogenic living is about so much more than weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
We are pigeonholed as a weight loss program. If you talk to anybody about keto, ketogenic anything, low carb anything, immediately, oh, well, I don't really need to lose weight. Yeah, but you're type 2 diabetic and you're on blood pressure medication and you got all these other problems, you're not metabolically healthy. And we know about dementia and Alzheimer's and infertility and all the things that ketogenic living is helping people with. I mean, it's so important for us as I think, it's just my opinion, as we spread this message, to let people know it's not just about weight loss. It's about total health and wellness, with weight loss, of course, being a big part of that. But
Mhm.
yeah, there's so much more, especially the neurological things. And that we know that when your body's in ketosis, your brain works so much differently. Your heart works differently. Again, total health and wellness. So I think it's important, that, and I think it's interesting that you came into the knowledge, I guess, of this life through somebody who really didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but was doing it for another reason.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. I mean, the whole type 3 diabetes thing that they discussed. I, for me, when I heard my buddy Eric say that, I knew that it was, way more than just the weight loss. Although, selfishly, I'm like, I want to get this part off because that's the part that obviously weighs you down the most. But,
Sure.
one of, throughout my journeys, both of them, the number of things that it changed, some tangible, some intangible, unmeasurable, whatever. It's just like I'm wearing mediums now. I haven't, obviously I never had mediums before of anything, because that's what got me into this situation, because I would get the large drinks, the X large, or the
Yeah.
super sizes and all that other stuff. Um, so but at some point, and I'll just kind of jump back on it because of where I'm at right now. But in 2019, I found Dr. Boz, and then kind of followed some of those other folks as well. But I really dedicated during that particular part of the journey. I was even in with Dr. Boz's pilot consistently keto course, in 2020. And then I started doing like a lot of exercise in 2020. I did 3 P90X3 circuits, but it took 2.5 years. And I know it's not about the weight, but it took 2.5 years for me to get down just under 200. But this time when I went into it with a completely different mindset, but with still the forgiveness of, I'm not going to get on myself if I go above my carbs that I said I was going to try to do today. I'm not going to get on myself if I'm accidental, like something just maybe sabotages you. So my second time in was the planned vacation version. It wasn't the road trip. It was I sat out in 2022 and said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set some accountability for myself. The accountability actually came through the channel, not because I was, doing it like to get into becoming a big YouTube channel. It was mainly for me to put myself out there and report every day. So I spent better part of 4 or 5 months, learning to do editing and recording, everything else that goes along with the channel, you guys know about. It's just a lot more work than what people see. Sound, I mean, just anything and everything. Surprisingly, preparing for the keto part, I felt like I was, because I was going to start doing the things that I didn't do before. I was going to be more deliberate about my tracking. I have a journal here, where I've got like just literally where I track literally everything for, this is day 265 for me into my second journey.
I got
And
well, tell us, Chris, what do you eat in an average day? What is an average day for you, and what is your carb number, would you say, if you had to put a number on it?
Typically my carb number now, because I'm at my goal weight, I've reached that, which was just an arbitrary number I picked that I thought I needed, because I was just like, I don't know where. I didn't know until I got close to it that it was somewhere around here. And I'll give you this, guys. I have an identical twin brother who has always been the after pitcher. Wait for the joke to load. Okay. I used to say I'm the before pitcher, he's the after pitcher. He was always like down around 150, 155. And I looked at him and I was just like, I don't see myself being that thin. So I ended up getting down to like 160 just as a marker. But, I hover between 163 to 168. And what I found is once I got to that journey, I started increasing my carbs and my intake up. So now that I'm out of that weight loss portion of my journey, I'm closer to, probably 25 to 35 carbs a day on average.
And what does that consist of? Where do you get that from? Vegetables, fruit, condiments, all the above?
Yeah, I typically do most of it comes from, what I would say vegetables. I typically am a salad and a cucumber, Brussels sprout type of person, but I'll augment to make sure my fats kind of stay higher than normal. With some pepperoni, but I eat a lot of meat. I definitely eat a lot of meat, but nuts tend to be definitely a go-to. Specifically, pecans are one of my favorite. Pecans, deep fried pecans, actually are really good. If you've never had them, there's a place in Canton, Ohio that sells them. It's fantastic.
That might be the only deep fried thing I've never had.
You should try it. I literally walked. My wife brought it out. She says, "Oh, here's the candy shop. Here's these are the nuts." And I'm like, I took a bite and I was like, "Nope, I'm going inside." I walked inside and went right up to the guy and I was like, "My wife said that there's no sugar in this." He goes, "Nope." He goes, "You see that fryer right there? We just dump a bag in, fry them in oil. It was peanut oil. I did ask that." And he says, and then we salt them when they come out, and that's it. And I'm like, wow, they taste like candy crack. I mean, they were just like literally the best thing you've ever had. So typically that's what I eat in a day. You'll see me augment with pecans, a little bit of peanuts, because and I measure those things. The other things I can be close at, but those things I measure because those are the things that can get out of hand.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I bounce between 10 and 15, mostly condiments, little bits of vegetables, but a lot of salsa, guacamole, tomato sauce, things like that. That's really where I get most of mine. So we're not too far apart. Well, we'll wrap up here. Tell everybody about your channel, where they can find you, and what they can expect when they come to your channel.
All right, my channel is at Keto with Me Now. What they can expect is I have an entire diary series where I documented. I got up every morning at 3:20, recorded a video, published a video. I listed my B-roll has like literally everything I ate down to the gram. It also has recommended videos by other content creators out there. So I call that the long. You need to sleep. Watch that series because it's a long one. And there's literally my entire 28 weeks on the weight loss journey. There's results videos, there's topic videos, and then most recently, because I wanted to spice things up, and I have a teenager that was like, "Hey, Chris," or "Hey, Dad." Sorry, did I really say that out loud? "Hey, Dad." "Hey, Dad. I think you should do skip-based stuff." So if you go out and check out my channel, you're going to see this really crazy me in a wig, wearing lipstick, and talking about a keto recipe. And I've got like several more of those planned, as well as another skip-based video. And I want to answer one thing that John on the screen here is asking me about.
I was just about to say that. You beat me to the punch there, bro. I was just going to say quickly we got about 30 seconds there.
All right. I've done, just to give you an idea, I've done 12 72-hour fasts, 12 48-hour fasts, and I'm pretty much an OMAD guy almost on any given day. But that's what John's referring to, is that I did find success. I don't fast those long fasts much anymore now that I'm down here and I'm exercising a lot. I mean, I'm doing 6 days a week, P90X3. So, but I really appreciate you guys having me on the channel.
Are you kidding me, man?
Out there.
Pleasure meeting you, Chris.
Absolutely. It was wonderful to meet you. We certainly wish you the best. We'll definitely see you again. And we want everybody to go out, check out his channel and support him. He's officially a friend of the show now. And and again, all the best. And I don't fast. Fasting is just a fancy word for starving yourself. And so I don't do any of that. I slow. Though everybody's fasting, I'm slowing.
It's hard to do when you're at weight, or when you're down at this level. I did find that closer I got, the harder it got.
Yeah,
it's more deliberate.
Yeah.
You got to
It's hard to do at this weight too, brother. I can tell you that. So, but anyway, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, Sharon. I'm glad I met you, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Hit us one time with "We Grillin' Baby."
We Grillin' Baby. Thank you.
I love it. I love it, man. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh man, yeah, Chris is all right. Yeah, I met so many cool people at Keto Palooza, and it's a somebody asked me during another stream. It's like, oh, it's just a bunch of keto people, and I'm carnivore. And no, it's a big mix of people. There's lots of carnivore people there, lots of keto, everything in between. It's just a bunch of people who are concerned about keeping their carbs low and the proteins and fats high at all different scales. So don't think you're going to be in there with a bunch of people eating, a bunch of crazy stuff. It's really not like that at all.
That's
Really
awesome.
isn't. So, we got
Uh-oh.
somebody else, man. This cookout is popping.
Oh, JT.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Where is security when you need them?
Right?
Yeah.
What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man.
What's going on, guys? You guys are all looking good. You're all smiling, having fun. I like it.
Oh, this is, man. Come on, man. You're lying already. You ain't even been here 2 minutes, man, and you telling lies already. Last time I saw you, you were not in a good place, man. You had a little incident at the house.
Yeah.
And yeah, you was talking about felonies that you may or may not commit. So
I still got the sewer grate in the back, man. Anybody wants to go down there, I'll happily put them down there. Not a problem.
For those who don't know, why don't you just give a quick rundown of that night and the impromptu live stream?
I had 3 guys that were trying to break in my front door, so I did the dumb thing and I went out the side door and locked the side door, locked my family in there, and I went around the front to talk to the fellas and see, they wanted my attention, so I said, "What's up?" And they ran like a bunch of gazelles, and I chased them down Main Street, and then they all hopped in 3 different cars. The first 2 cars took off. I jumped in front of the third one, but which was another dumb thing. But I couldn't identify that guy because he was literally the farthest guy away. Like I could have identified the first 2 guys, but the third guy was man, was he fast? Holy shit! So, but otherwise, I basically I let him go. I couldn't identify him, and I wasn't going to really pin it on someone if I really couldn't identify him. So it is what it is, man. But we changing up things around here. Things are a little different around the house, but I'm still doing mostly everything the same. Otherwise, I ain't gonna let nobody like control how I live or nothing.
Right.
Yeah, and he was kind of in down spirits there, but he did a live stream and got on and got a bunch of folks, and
yeah, it was nice to have support from the community.
Yeah, we were in there clowning, and it was on that night that we found out that Anna will give you that work. Anna's got them hands, brother. She will put hands and feet on you.
She's used to my energy, man. She can bang with the best, man. I tell you. So.
Yeah, man. It's like you want to come around there and get punched on. You mess with Anna if you want to, man. That's she's a secret weapon, man. You get through the door. You little do you know.
Yeah, we ain't married for no reason, so.
Yeah, man. I love that.
Very similar energy.
That is awesome, man. So what's new in the life of JT and the Poco Moonshine family since the last time you were here?
Not much. I'm just basically getting ready. I was making plans with my mother to watch my son for the Chicago meetup. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Get to meet you guys and see everybody. And it'd be a nice let my grandma or my mom have some grandma time with my son, and then me and my wife can actually have some couples time, which would be very nice.
Nice.
And I haven't been to Chicago in a while, so I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet Anna.
Every time I go, don't piss her off. You get them hands. But whatever you do.
Right.
But I every time I go to Chicago, I get the deep dish pizza. I don't know how that'll work if I roll in.
I used to get the pizza puffs.
Throw me out of there.
I used to get pizza puffs, man. They're like deep fried calzones.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
It's just like a
that
pizza that you roll over and then deep fry, and oh my gosh, it was too good.
Did you guys know that I was the fattest always in my life when I lived in Chicago? I was
doesn't surprise me.
in Chicago.
All them hot dogs but you know that, like, if you go to Giordano's, the pizza is like 10% crust and 90% cheese. So it's like it's
it's kind of carnivore.
Yeah, you eat it with a shovel. You know?
Right.
So
Make sure
really,
you can use the bathroom the next day with all that cheese.
I was gonna say it's really probably a misdemeanor eating a deep dish pizza from Giordano's. Really on the scale.
Are you going out to eat with us afterwards, JT?
I don't know. We'll see about that. I might just have to go home and get back in time for my my mother. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah, I wish I could be there with you guys, but I heard Dr. Hampton's going to be there, and I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some crap about being a Bears fan, so that's to be expected.
Yeah, man.
I'm a Packers fan in spirit. I just don't want
stipulation that Dr. Hampton had. He said, "I'll come as long as you ban Russ Mistral from this event."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I got a restraining order filed against him. That's why he told you that.
Russ, there's flights for like $50 from Florida to Chicago.
No.
Please fly. Just
Listen,
be one day.
I would not be seen in public with any of you people. What is wrong with you? This internet is close enough. I could, point to you. I can, all that stuff, man.
Grab you, Russ.
I was in Dayton for 3 days, and I did not go within 6 miles of the Lacey estate.
Yep.
Okay, we have an internet relationship. That is it, man. Except for Kim and Nicole, that was different.
Well, they're ladies. That's why.
That's because they're keto cuties. That's right. That is a whole.
How come there are no carnivore cuties, man? The carnivores can't be cuties. Just ketos.
Listen, they're all keto. We're all keto. You guys, you carnivores think
yes, I'm carnivore, but
you are keto. If you are maximizing your proteins and fats and minimizing your carbs, you are keto. You're it's like Christians. There's a Baptist a Christian, but a Methodist isn't, or an Episcopal. They're all Christians, man. They're a little different, but they all believe in the core same thing, and that's how we are, man. We're one big dysfunctional wacko group of keto people, and we love each other, man. Despite all of our fights, we are all bound together by that common bond, which is
ketones.
Low. That's right. Low carb ketosis life. I say it all the time. My numbers, your number 0, mine is 12. Our plates ain't that different, brother.
12.
Lisa wants to buy a shirt.
That's the number between 11 and 13, Adam. Just in case Adam's not good with numbers, words, anything school related. But yes, hey, there you go. Lisa wants a shirt. Adam is in charge of all the merch.
There you go. KetoCookoutLive.com. KetoCookoutLive.com, and you can
That's where I bought my shirts.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe she cut off the last part of that. It's probably the last part of it got cut off, and I don't want to pay for it. That's
well, Russ, I'm sure you could hook her up.
She's a cutie.
I might be able to work that out.
Yeah,
but no, I would love to come to the thing in Chicago. It sounds like it, but I've been all over the world these last couple of months, and I need to be home, man. I've been away from home for way too long, man. So listen, you guys come down to Florida. I've made an open extension. I got a big place I can host. I could probably easily. I got a big house. I got 2 full kitchens. We could do whatever you guys want to do here. So if there's anybody out there that wants to host something in the Jacksonville area, we could probably park at least 20 cars in my backyard.
Wow.
We can't go. Listen, we can't go because I got neighbors, but
I'm coming. We're doing it. We'll do the Keto Cookout live.
Hey, we'll have Rick bring the iguanas.
Keto Cookout live.
There you
go. With real food.
Hey, yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm down for whatever. Don't threaten me with a good time.
So I'm actually surprised that JT was actually able to make it tonight, because he literally is in the middle of what seems like 7,000 interviews.
Yeah, he's the hardest. He's one of the hardest working men in this game.
Yeah, I like sharing stories, man. It helps people connect to it. Everybody can relate to people of different shapes and sizes and colors, and it's nice to get all those stories out there and to make a change, man. While we're here to while we have the time to make a change while we're alive,
I love that.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. My man's a live stream every 15 minutes. Hey, listen.
An hour live stream every 15 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, AP is the only guy I know that will shut down a stream just so he can start another one.
Yeah. Well, how else do you start a new one, man? You got to end it somewhere.
Exactly. Like, hey, folks, we've been on here for 15 minutes. I gotta go, but I'll be back in 30 seconds. If you guys want to come back and
I appreciate that, but no, I'm trying my best for the community, and we'll see how many stories we get to share.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. I love it. A lot of good stuff.
That's
awesome.
You're my guy. Listen, man, if I ain't picking on you, I don't like you. That's just how it works, man. Hey, I'm a bully. What can I say?
Yeah, you're a good guy.
I have a very pertinent question. Is that the Insane Clown Posse on your wall?
Yep.
Oh,
I used to work
the first time I noticed that. Is it new?
Oh man, ICP.
Used to work with them.
Yeah, I used to perform and hook them up with a couple beats and stuff. So
nice.
my group would open for them at certain shows and stuff, and then they would have us also open up for their VIP crowds when they do the meet and greets and stuff. The high paying customers, the VIPs.
Wow.
Yeah, they're actually good guys, man. Their kids are military and stuff. Like, you would think that their kids are like little white trash badasses with tattoos and rap too, but no, they're actually really good parents, really good guys. But they like to clown around, and people.
Yep. Yeah, nobody thought their kids were badasses. But seriously, what were you, like a DJ or something, or like what did you do? Were you like a hype man? Were you like a
music production?
I could see you being the flavor of your group, whatever it is. You like the greatest hype man in the Midwest. That's you.
Yeah, basically it was like all the marketing and the beat production and stuff. I like to do beats, and I like to market and stuff. And if somebody like they couldn't come up with an album name, track title, whatever, I was there to come up with something creative.
Oh, nice. I love that, man. Yeah, I played clubs for music for a long time. I spent most of my youth in clubs and studios as a younger man. So yeah, that was a previous life. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
man.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's like peeling back an onion there. The layers of JT, man. He's got some. I see you, bro.
Gathering of the Juggalos, man. You talk about a party. That's a.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Adam, listen, the censors will go crazy if you talk about that too much on this channel, man. The censor.
Well, we got to start a gathering of carnivores,
Yeah, exactly. When you were talking about performing, Russ, I was thinking maybe you were a former keto cutie or something.
Yeah, I used to strip.
Former, he is a keto cutie, right?
Former.
Yeah, I used to strip. Yeah, back in my days, man. Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, listen,
you got Magic Ross in the house.
Hey, listen, I still strip. That's what I call eating bacon now. I'm stripping.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. We got any questions for our man JT? He likes to answer questions.
I do. So who do you got coming up as far as some of your next interviews?
I have right now I'm doing a lot more on other people's shows at the minute.
Okay.
This Saturday I'm going to be on Dr. Hampton's podcast.
Nice.
Friday I'll be on
that.
Christy Meeting Wellness. I'll be on her channel on Friday.
Okay.
We have Dr. Lisa Weidman coming up. Dr. Kiltz told me to email him, so I got to do that yet. So I haven't got a chance to that, but I have to start booking people outside of YouTube because YouTube is getting their panties in a bunch about me sending out my email address in the comments. So they do not like when you send out external links or anything that gets people off of the app. Boy, did I get a warning. They said that they would, if I do it again, they'll permanently ban my channel. So I have to start booking people through Instagram. Wow. Yeah. So it's annoying, man. And I'm like, why do you have a spot above my profile for links if I can't send nobody no goddamn links?
Right.
It makes no sense, but whatever, man. They're just cutting back. If I book people more slowly now, that's on them, man. They're not gonna make it. They obviously don't want to make money because if they're gonna let content creators just run their business the way they want to, you would see a bunch of live streams from me like you've been seeing, but I got to slow down on them because I was finding most of my people through YouTube and then commenting and then, just saying, hey, would you like to share your story? And if they said yes, I say, okay, cool. Here's my email. And boy, oh boy, did they get pissed off about that. So I have to start doing it through Instagram. So the interviews will slow down a little bit until I get my new rhythm going of this new process.
I gotcha. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is what it is. I just got to play it. I work too hard on my channel to have them permanently ban it over some bullshit like an email address.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's not like they reported me for hate speech or anything, for sending an email address. I was like, dude, you guys are pansies, man. Like, whatever, dude. So
Ridiculous.
it is what it is, man. They ain't gonna get me down. I just keep on moving, man. Just it's be like water. If there's a stone in your way, just flow right around it.
There you go.
Yeah. Keep on rocking, brother. Keep on rocking. And if all else fails, you can send Anna out there to put hands on them.
Whoever owns YouTube, we'll put hands on them.
Yeah. All right,
let's ask the question.
Which one do we want here?
We want that one. Wait, that one.
All
right.
It
better be good.
Better be good. Okay, here, JT, we got one for you. Random Chat GPT question.
Oh, this ought to be good. The computer. What's the computer got to say?
If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only have one book, one movie, and one food item, what would they be?
The book would be Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You said one movie?
Yep.
Movie would be The Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first one. I absolutely love. That's my favorite movie of all time. And food item would be a ribeye. I gotta have the ribeye, dude. Gotta.
I love it.
I love those answers, but why do you need a book about getting rich if you're stranded on an island?
It's my book. Hey, you asked me. That's what I answered.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Don't judge him. Don't judge him.
Yeah. Oh man.
Dreams. He's got big dreams on that island.
Hey, if I think hard enough, I might be able to work away off the island. So
that's true. That's true.
Who wants a book about how to build shelter when you can have a book about getting rich?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, when he said that, I was thinking I'd have Harry Potter. So I think maybe the Get Rich book is probably more useful.
Yes.
I've never read Harry Potter. I've watched a couple of the movies, but I never gotten into those types of books. I'd rather read a book about my mind rather than like a fictional story.
Nice. I'll send you some book recommendations.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take them.
I would have the Bible. Amen.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite book.
Harry Potter.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, listen, JT, my man. You are, listen, man. I mess with you, I tease you, but you're that dude, man. You're a good dude. I'd enjoy you're about as silly as me, and that's saying something.
That's what Dr. Hampton said. He said you and me are probably the most humor-based carnivore keto type channels, and I said, oh boy, I got put in there with Russ.
Sorry.
Hey, listen, little do you know he was insulting you.
Yeah, no, and he sent me a screenshot of the Bears being up over, I don't know who they just played, the Raiders or somebody, but they were up by like 30-12 or something. I said, man, screenshot that and frame it, man, and cherish it, because that ain't gonna happen very often with the Bears being up.
There you go, man. Well, you can find my man. I won't tell them. Listen, you tell folks where they can find you and what you got going on over there, JT.
Yeah, just type in the Poco Moonshine family on YouTube, or just type in Poco Moonshine right there, like it says on my hat, and we'll pop right up. And make sure you give us a subscribe, and you won't miss any of the family content, any of the carnivore content, any of the interviews. You won't miss nothing.
Yep. Well, I'm pretty sure we're all subscribed, and we encourage you guys to do the same. That's our man, JT. Hit us one time going out the door with the We Grillin' Baby.
We goddamn grilling, baby.
All right, come on, man. This is a family PG show. See, you can't take the guy nowhere. We just talked about the Bible.
Man, I had to give it to you guys back, man. So I got to take it up a notch, you guys.
Come on, man. We don't curse on the show, brother. But I love you. You don't know how to act. We know that, man. All right. all right. It's all right, brother. We
JT,
love
see you in Chicago.
Yes, I will
Yeah.
see you guys in Chicago. Make sure you guys
buddy.
brush your carnivore teeth. We don't want no steaks sitting up in there. Make sure you floss them things,
you.
okay?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Because if it's stinking, I'm gonna hand you a piece of floss. All right?
Yeah, that's the reason I ain't going. They said I had to brush my teeth. I can't be there for that.
Oh, come on, Russ. You'd have to dress up too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely out. So
Hey, I'll
all
bring
right,
my
then.
bacon suit if you change your mind, okay? That way you can
Yeah, there
be
you
the
go, brother.
stripper for us.
I got you, man. Listen, we gonna let you go before you drop an F-bomb or something on our show.
Yeah,
All right.
bye.
See you, JT.
All right, see you
All right,
guys.
brother. Yeah,
Love you guys. See you
man.
later.
Oh, JT, man. Listen, that's why they don't let him out of Wisconsin that often.
Those cheese heads.
Yeah.
I need to say something. So I've heard some carnivore people don't brush their teeth. I'm like an OCD toothbrusher. I love brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth multiple times a day because I drink a lot of coffee.
Ah, yeah.
They brush your teeth with bacon grease. That's
There you go. Just slap it on there.
But you guys brush your
Oh, my
teeth, right?
Yes, every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Okay, great. Thanks.
Right. Sometimes, oh Lord. Do we want to? Are we after that? After JT, are you sure we want another guest?
Oh, the spaceman.
Whack, whack, whack.
Quack, quack. Oh, his headphones work. This
My
isn't
man
for you,
Rick, what's
but
going
I'll
on,
be back.
brother?
Nope.
I don't know. Okay, there's a little button that says "Stop Cam," but she's not that advanced. My man Rick, brother, it's been a long time. How you been?
Oh, doing the usual. I hope I sound better than I did the last time.
And listen, you sound great. You sounded great the last time, man. I did like 30 minutes on. I mean that thing was the gift that kept giving. For those who may not know, he had a microphone problem on a stream. We were on a stream, I don't know, months ago, and he had a microphone problem, and it sounded like he was in the space shuttle, and it was the worst microphone ever. But we wore him out for like an hour on the stream. We went on about his mic and one small step for man and the moon landing and the lunar eclipse and you name it. And somebody was asking about scurvy. Does he have scurvy? I'm like, no, but his microphone's got scurvy. We just it was nuts, man. It was nuts, but it was a lot of fun. And he was a good sport. He laughed at it. And I think he even threw in a couple jokes on yourself in there, man. It was a great stream. We had a lot of fun.
The funny thing is, this is the exact same microphone.
Yeah, this time you plugged it all the way in, I guess. I don't know.
No. What it was, there was a bad capacitor in the audio mixer, so I had to change that. Now it's fine.
Oh wow.
Gotcha. I got you, man. But yeah, no, you sound pretty good. Well, man, listen, everybody knows the Mopar Man pretty much, but there may be somebody that's been living under a rock who doesn't know who you are, man. So tell everybody where you're from and about your story.
Well, I'm from the third world. I'm in Miami, Florida. So, it's once in a while I'll go to the United States, but most of the time, we're down here. We basically Havana North, so it's a different world. But there are benefits to living here. We have some pretty tasty wildlife. We got nice fat ducks running around and delicious iguanas, so it's not all bad.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you really? Okay, listen. Okay. There's nobody here but you and me. Okay, do you really eat iguanas, or is that just a joke?
I can go to my freezer and grab one and show you. I always have iguana available.
There's no need to do that. Now, I just wondered because I heard that a couple of times. But you are quite a jokester, okay? So just kind of like me. So I don't always know where the truth begins and the jokes end. So I'm just like, yeah. I've never heard of iguana tacos, so I just didn't know what to think about that. But that's real.
I guess you don't have iguanas in your part of Florida yet.
I'm sure there's some in the summertime and that. I mean, it does get a little colder up here than it does down there. But outside of a pet store or somebody's tank in their house, I've never seen one.
No, I get them from the yard. They were eating my tomatoes and bananas, so I decided, hey, what better way to take care of them than to take them to the kitchen? That's what I do with the naughty ducks, so that works out pretty well.
Yeah. Now, of course, ducks. I mean, I think a lot of people have eaten duck. You can get duck in restaurants, but yeah, iguana. No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
So
I've never.
those iguana are basically like squirrel, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much feral. They're considered invasive. They're taking over. I mean, it's the same thing with the ducks we have here. We have Muscovy ducks, and nobody wants them around. Well, a few people do. I do. I love the ducks. I love to feed them. I eat their eggs. I love to watch the ducklings doing their thing. Every day I open the door and there's a bunch of ducks there. That's always a highlight of the morning, getting to watch the ducks. And what do? Basically, they eat, they poop, they mate, they play around in the water. They're just like a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah. No, I got
we
you.
have a question here from Brett.
I don't poop. Thank you. Go sit.
Or lay off the cheese.
Brett, my man Brett, who's your carnivore? Do you eat pythons too?
I haven't had a python yet. I've seen a couple of them, but I've never caught and cooked one. But from what I've heard, it takes some skill to make them palatable because they can be pretty tough.
Pressure cooker, man. I got a pressure cooker. Nothing survives the pressure cooker.
I would fry them, just like all my other heart attack foods.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a question for the Floridians. So I was researching butchers yesterday around where I'm staying, and they had gator steak at one of them. Should I try gator steak?
Well, I mean, gator meat, gator tail is delicious. So yeah, why not?
Nice. What about you, Russ? What do you think? Gator steak when I'm in Florida? $14.99 pounds.
I think you're grown and adult, and you can do whatever you want to do. That's what I think. I don't have any. It's probably too lean, I would say. Isn't it? What do you think, Rick?
It depends on what gator you get it from. I mean, there is some fat in gator meat. It also depends on how you prepare it. If you're smart, you'll cook it in lard.
I'll cook it in
There you
lard.
go.
I'm gonna cook it in lard. I love my lard pot.
There you go. I always got lard in my refrigerator. That's a basic thing for a heart attack diet. You got to have lard.
Yeah,
That hits you hard,
yeah. I carry mine around my midsection. But tell me, what is the texture of that meat, like gator and stuff like that? I've never partaken. Is it like chickeny? Is it fishy? Is it
Texture wise is more like fish, more like a large fish. Flavor wise, it's somewhere between seafood and chicken. It's like either a white fish or maybe a white meat chicken. It depends. It's like on iguana. The tail tastes a little different than the legs. And I've never had gator legs, but I've had gator tail. So yeah, it's sort of like between chicken and seafood.
So is it like a fish like tuna? Or like
no, like a white fish, like the kind of fish they make fast food out of. It's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would eat it. I never have. I mean, if I wouldn't buy it, but if somebody had some, I would probably nibble on that. I'd take a shot of that. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to the diet. I keep it, pretty much between the lines there. I don't do too much stuff there. Sounds like my man Rick will eat anything that had parents.
I eat anything I can grab by the tail and cook up.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Nurse Kim has a comment down below. Have you ever ate that?
Testicles? I've eaten duck testicles, yeah.
Oh, man,
but I cooked
really?
them. Yeah, I cooked them though.
Yeah.
I didn't eat them raw. But
Okay.
I've eaten the testicles and I've eaten the corkscrew that goes with it.
Yeah. Listen, Nurse Kim is about 35% pervert. So I'm just telling you right now, she's probably fishing for a joke on that one.
Is she called a carnivore?
But no, I have a question.
Yeah,
Rick,
yeah.
did you brush your teeth?
I'm not falling for the bait, Kim. I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
But no, Rick has to answer the question. Do you brush your teeth?
Of course I do. I make my own toothpaste. I use baking soda and lard.
There you go.
Right.
Okay. I just want to debunk
I thought he was going
thing I've heard.
Yeah.
I brush after every meal.
There you
Great.
go.
I'm all for that.
Even though my teeth are messed up, that happened before I started the carnivore diet.
There you go.
Right.
They're cracked, from fights as a kid. They're crooked. That's all before the carnivore diet.
Yeah. So tell everybody how long you've been eating that way, and because I think it's pretty amazing, and how you got started eating that way.
Well, I started in 1983, and I did it because I wanted to get a heart attack. I was sick and tired of being so small and so skinny and weak. It was extremely embarrassing. The girls were bigger than me in junior high. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to be around. I don't want to go to high school. Just want to get sick. Maybe I get in the hospital or something. I wouldn't have to go to school. I didn't want to drop out of school. I figured, hey, if I had a heart attack, I can't go to school. So, what's wrong with that? What's the best way to get a heart attack? Eat as much fatty meat as you can get in your mouth, and use lard, and don't use that margarine. Use real butter. Do whatever it takes. And since I already like that stuff, it was easy for me. It was fun. Yeah. Plus, I got I broke my arm falling through the roof, and then I was stuck at the house by myself. Had to cook for myself. I didn't know how to. Stupid recipe book. I looked at that. I said, this is like a chemistry set. I'm not going to bother with that. I could just throw some meat on the stove and cook it up. It was so easy. So what's the point? That's how it started.
Yeah, I love that. See, that's commitment, Ollie. He's not, the guy didn't have like one piece of steak or one. Yeah, my man went all in. That's what you call commitment. I love that. So,
for 40 years.
One grain of rice or one green bean. See, that's not how you do it, man. If you're gonna do it, you go all the way. I love that, man. I love that. So tell us about like the changes in your life when you started it, kind of what came about of it.
Well, at first, not a whole lot. The only thing that I got out of it is I felt better. I didn't feel as anxious as I used to. And when I did have to go to high school, I had a different attitude. The kids started picking on me. It didn't bother me anymore. I said, they look stupid to me. It's like, why are you wasting your time? You got classes to take. You got girls to chase. Leave me alone. You already tortured me in elementary school and junior high. That's over with. And then eventually I started to grow, and I grew a lot. I mean, I went from being the shortest kid in 10th grade to the second tallest by the time I graduated high school.
Wow.
And in that period of time, not only did I get taller, but I got a lot stronger, and I got a lot more defensive. When the kids would bother me, I got mad one day and I hit this kid so hard in his face, I knocked him to the floor, and he couldn't believe it. Once the word got around, I mean, I was in the office for a while, but I didn't get in trouble for it because I got picked on so much. I hit him good, just one whack, and he just went down, and nobody could believe it. So, by that time they weren't bothering me. And after that, I never had a problem. I went through 11th and 12th grade, never got picked on, never had an issue. In fact, a lot of kids wouldn't even talk to me. They just let me be. They didn't mess with me.
Wow. So there you have it, kids. If you're having trouble in school and you start the carnivore diet, you'll grow 6 inches and you'll be able to knock people out. Just the power of meat. It's amazing. It changed this man's life. He's a Golden Gloves. He went from an outcast to Golden Gloves. I think that's great. But again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, mental health. There's so much new, stuff coming out about cholesterol and being good for your hormones and being good for your overall mental health. We had, folks on last week talking about anxiety and depression and things like that, and changing their diet and all that has helped them so much with their anxiety and depression and other mental issues. So that doesn't surprise me at all. And these are the things we got to let people know about, because like I said before, it's always, just a way to lose weight. No, it's so much more than that.
There's another thing that happened that I didn't expect is my grade point average went way up. I used to be sort of below average, and then I was pretty much straight A's.
Yeah, the teachers
starting in 10th grade.
Yeah, the teachers were scared of you, man. That's it.
Right. But you're gonna knock him out.
Around here. Yes, guys running around here with blood running down the side of his face. He's eating everything. And had parents knocking people out. Give him good grades. Get him up through here.
The only thing that had me worried is that every year they would check us. They do like a physical at the beginning of the year. And I remember the 11th grade when they checked my blood pressure, it was really low. So, because my arms were so skinny, they said, well, we have to get a smaller cuff. And they got the one they use on the little kids, and it was still low. It was like 90/60. And they were concerned. They said, oh, that's way too low. It's, you might have a heart attack or something. I said, good. I hope I have one. They're like, what? Yeah. I want to have a heart attack. They looked at me like, okay, well, this guy's nuts. So,
Oh man, I love that, man. I love that. Listen, that's the catch line. This man has been trying to have a heart attack or a stroke for 40 years. He cannot do it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done everything he can. He's eaten everything that had parents that you can think of, except humans. I'm gonna help you out there, Rick. He's, he's eating every kind of fatty meat. He takes large shooters. I mean, this guy is drinking lard juice with the lard milkshakes. He can't, it's bacon grease shooters. He cannot clog his arteries. He's doing everything he knows how to do.
Yeah, don't forget all the raw liver.
Yeah, well, no, we don't need to talk about that.
We do need to talk about that.
And the sardines.
No, it's not talk about
okay,
that.
I prefer mine in mustard sauce, but yes, I say all the time, brothers don't eat organs. We play the organ, but we don't eat organs. That's just how we do it.
When I was in 10th grade in the cafeteria and the kids used to bother me, I would eat sardines and I would eat raw liver, and they would get so disgusted. Nobody wanted to even get near me. A lot of times, they'd like to spit in your food or mess with you. And boy, when they saw that raw liver, they're like, oh, that's disgusting. It was fun, I tell you.
Go to high school, Skid Row?
I went to Southwest High School down the street. It wasn't that far away. But you got to remember, it was the 80s and things were a little different.
Yeah, that's different, all right. Yeah, no, that's crazy, man. But no, listen, I think it's awesome, man. So 40 years, and you don't listen, it's just us here. Sometimes you have a donut or two, don't you? Come on.
Yeah,
man.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Nasty.
I think he doesn't. I think he's
okay. A dozen donuts. You have a dozen. How about this?
If somebody give me, it's like I joke about it. Donuts are for cops. I'm not a cop. I've found donuts left over after a office party or whatever. You know what I do with the donuts whenever I got them?
To the ducks.
I give them to the ducks.
Yeah.
And I let the ducks. The ducks sometimes eat them. Some ducks are picky. They won't eat them. I just gave the ducks cheese balls today. I had never really seen these things. I was thinking about them nasty curly things they had when I was a kid, the Cheetos. I hated those horrible things. They looked like pork rinds, but they tasted like crap. And then they turn your face and hands all orange. They're just filthy, nasty, disgusting. I told my mom, just give me some pork rinds. Oh, that's bad for you. I'll take the pork rinds. Pork rinds are flavorful. They don't stain your fingers or your clothes.
Yeah.
Then they smell good. And they're really, really delicious, And you want to make a heart attack burger? There's nothing like pork rinds to make those burger buns.
I was just about to say that. Plus, you had the added benefit that it just might clog your arteries.
That's right. When you're on the heart attack diet, you got to maximize the fat. The more fat, the better. That you don't want to have something like, oh, maybe I'll have a mild heart attack. No, you want to have the Widowmaker. Yeah, when you go, you're going, oh, and you want to go, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. And just there's no saving you. By the time 911 gets there, you're gone.
Yes, you don't even want them to bring out the defibrillator. You want them to be hopeless. You want them to just they just don't even open it up. Don't even.
They just put the towel over your face and call for the morgue. That's it. He's gone. They get there. He flatlined about 5 minutes ago.
I bet he's a carnivore.
Yeah.
It's like when they had Time magazine, they had that cover. I think it was in '84. I know I was in high school, and they showed a plate with the bacon and eggs. The eggs were eyes, and the bacon was frowning. And it says, "And now the bad news." And my parents, we were at Woolco. I'll never forget. We were buying something there, in the checkout line, I saw that Time magazine. And I said, "What is that?" My mom says, "Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen to you if you keep eating all that meat and all that fat." Like, okay, yeah, The only thing that made me worried is when they told me increase the risk of colon cancer. That's one of the reasons I tried a vegetarian diet. But of course, that failed. So I figured, oh, well, if I can get the heart attack first, then I don't have to worry about the colon cancer.
Yeah. Okay, but listen, look. I have it on good authority that they have pictures of you in a compromising position with a head of lettuce.
Hey, bring it on. Bring it on.
Are there any?
I want to see it.
There's no truth to those rumors. There's no.
Oh, no.
They don't have you. You weren't in a salacious affair with the broccoli, floret. Okay.
Nope. The only thing you'll find me eating that's not animal based occasionally is heart attack fries. I haven't had them in months, but I get some plantains from my yard. I cut them with a French fry cutter and I fry them in pure tallow. And I'll eat them with a heart attack burger. I maybe eat 5 or 6 of them, then I get tired of them. But it's like I'll eat that with a heart attack burger. When I have my friends over, we always have plantain fries. I call them heart attack fries. They're fried in tallow. Now, the heart attack grill fries them in lard, but I fry them in tallow because that's the way they used to make the fast food fries when I was a kid. I thought, and everybody loves the flavor. I mean, if you get some McDiarrhea or you get them nasty burned Booger King fries, they're disgusting. But if you have Rick's heart attack fries, you're going to want more. And everybody I know wants more. One time I made like 15 plantains worth, a massive amount of these fries. I ate 5 of them. All the rest of them were gone. There was nothing left for the ducks. I said, you don't got any leftovers? I said, no, these fries are really good. Where'd you get them from? I said, I got them from my yard. Oh, what'd you put on them? Nothing. I didn't put anything on them. I give them the salt. And I said, if you bring ketchup in my house, I'm going to break it on your head. Don't even think about that crap. No ketchup in my house. No ketchup on the burger. You want that? I'm going to give you the burger. You can take it home. Don't eat that in my house. I don't like that stuff. Mustard's okay, but ketchup, ugh.
I want to know. All I want to know is how did you have extra cheese balls to give to the ducks?
Oh, it's something that one of the guys I work with gave it to me. I work with a lot of people, do a lot of manual labor, and they always eat these stupid snacks all the time. And what happened was it was in one of the trucks, and then it had expired. It was like the date was in August. He took a bite of it and said it didn't taste good. So I said, oh, yeah, okay, I'll give it to the ducks. So yeah, but I looked at those things. I thought even when they were fresh, I wouldn't put that in my mouth. I got it on my hands, and you know what I did? I went to the kitchen and washed it off. It was really disgusting. It was like when you handle the garbage, you put it in the bag and it's all nasty. And that's another thing I don't have to worry about in my house. I don't throw out garbage. There's hardly anything left. There's a few meat scraps, and I throw them out in the yard, and whatever the ducks don't eat goes in the compost pile. But when I have to clean out somebody's property, it's nasty, filthy garbage bags, and it stinks. It's just bad. Somebody moves out, they leave the garbage in the kitchen. It's horrible. It's like driving behind a garbage truck. But if everybody was carnivore, I don't think we'd have that problem.
True.
There you go, man. Well, listen, you're an amazing individual, Rick.
Thank you.
You crack me up, man. You always make me laugh. You have a unique way of putting things, and there's nobody like my man, Charge Mopar.
You got that right. I'm one of a kind. You'll never find anyone that looks or acts like me ever.
Nope. True.
Yes, I give thanks every day.
He's got a random question.
No, that's my man. Rick is my man.
Help me out.
That one.
This one. All right, we got a good one. We got a good one, Rick. Hope you're ready. If you could eliminate one chore from your daily routine forever, what would it be?
Going to the store to get meat.
There you go.
Instacart, brother.
No, that's not good enough. I want to have my own cow so I can go there and process my own meat. I'll just buy the whole cow in a trailer, bring it to my pasture. It's like I do with the ducks, like November, I'll usually have a delicious duck dinner. So I've been out there trying to choose which duck is going to be my special dinner. And what I do, I catch him, I put him in his duck pen, I feed him a lot of fruit and a lot of, grain like rice or whatever to fatten him up, make him soft. Not like they usually are, tough, and then I'll feed him. And then when he's ready, I don't even have to kill him. I have a little automatic guillotine. And when he puts his head through there to eat, it's always there. All I do is take out the pin. And then after 2 or 3 times putting his head in, that's it. And then I hear a couple of noises, he's flapping around, whatever. I got the water boiling already. I just grab him by the tail and start put him in the water, pluck him, and that's it. I got him out. He's ready for the fryer.
There you go.
I get a
Nice.
bunch
There
of lard
you
on the
go.
fire. Oh, it's good. Nothing like fried duck. Big fat Muscovy duck. I'm getting excited thinking about it.
You're our last guest, so you get a couple of questions here. Alia, help me out.
Man,
This one a good one. All right.
I feel like we can only bring the show down from here. That's somehow.
Oh God, here we go. So remember, these are Chat GPT questions, and I haven't read any of them. What's your weirdest phobia, and how did you discover it?
Oh, let's see. I think my weirdest phobia would be having to live in some big city like New York or even here in Miami in one of these horrible apartment buildings. I can't stand living inside and being stuck inside for the rest of my life. I have to go outside first thing in the morning. So being stuck in a city, I think that'd be a phobia. I mean, I could imagine maybe being stuck in the North Pole or something where you can't go outside. But yeah, that's something I don't like. Or alternatively, just having to live like everybody else. That would drive me crazy to have one of those generic houses and a new car and all that. I go nuts. I got to have my unique tastes. Otherwise, I get very depressed and upset.
I love that. One more question. Alia, help me
Let
out.
me ask a question. Is that the Encyclopedia Britannica above your head?
No, that's
Oh.
actually Funk and Wagnalls. Let me pull one out here.
Hey, but
Oh,
it's
the
an
other one.
encyclopedia?
Yeah, I love funk.
I have Britannica. I have World Book. I have all of them.
Ah, okay. It is an encyclopedia. At least I knew I was close. Thank you so much. I love encyclopedias. We don't have those anymore. We go to Wikipedia.
Well, I these are from when I was a kid. And I also have a full set of Westlaw and law books because that was a little hobby of mine. I actually thought about being an attorney one time, but then the thought of being around all those low-life criminals just didn't appeal to me. So
Now you're here with Russ.
well, we're all good people here.
Yeah,
But
that's racist. Yeah, that's racist.
I tried.
I thought those were journals of all the animals that you've eaten. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
No. But the other thing is that I like to have books because one of the things I hate about a lot of houses I've been in is that they're very bare and there's an echo whenever you talk, especially like the Cubans they have around here. They like everything tile floor and very bare. They don't like anything on the wall. And every time they yell, and they yell a lot, it echoes through the whole house and it's really annoying. So I like having my home surrounded with books, and items, so I don't have to listen to all that noise. So, and plus, they make a good prop. I don't have to paint the walls.
There you go. Nice.
So far, we've got a black criminal joke, a loud Cuban joke. Let's try to make the trifecta here. Somebody,
Here's your last question. What's the most bizarre fashion trend you've ever embraced? Here we go.
Well, I guess the same thing that I still do now. Grease down 1950s hair.
There you go.
With lard.
Are you
with lard? Yes, always lard.
Listen, I know somewhere in that closet you got a duck feather suit that you were styling in, brother.
I never could get one. I wish I had one, but I never could get one.
You got the duck feather suit with some iguana shoes, man. I know you are high.
There you go.
Well, I do have an iguana belt that I made. That I do have.
You go.
Oh, nice.
Get you some gator shoes, man. Get you some gators, man, with the duck feather suit, like a duck feather zoot suit, man.
Oh, that reminds me of Tom and Jerry. I get a zoot suit.
Yeah, man, you will be fine, brother. You will be that dude.
I just got to use a coat hanger for the shoulders like he did,
Yeah, there you go.
I think the hat was made out of a lampshade, and then he made the zoot suit out of hammock or something like that.
Oh my God! Man, listen, man, Rick, dude, you're one of a kind, man. You are a good dude, man. I always enjoy listening to you, watch you. I see you in the comments. I appreciate your support, man. I know you're a fan of the show. You check in with us, man, and I'm so glad to catch up with you and have you on the show, man. And guys, check him out. Check out his channel. Tell folks, quickly what they can expect when they come over to your channel, man. What they can expect to see and hear?
Well, you're going to expect just little pieces of my life. I mean, the carnivore thing is popular, but it's not my whole life. The channel I started actually for my old cars and some of the things that I do, some of the repairs I do. I would make more videos, but I'm using an iPhone 6, so hopefully when I get a better camera, something is more portable, I'll give more, more of my life. Not that anybody wants to see it, but it is kind of funny seeing somebody like me in a image conscious town like Miami. I'm sort of like the old Miami meets the new Miami. Everybody now is trying to pretend to be something they're not. And as for me, I don't care. If you don't like what I am, you don't have to look at me.
Hey, listen, nobody wants to see my life either. It doesn't stop me. So, hey,
there you go.
Come on in, brother. The water's good. I got to get down there, man, one of these days and get some of that fried duck, though, brother. I got to.
There you go. Or fried iguana, whatever's running around. I grab it by the tail and cook it up. I like the meat fresh. So if Mr. Ducky was running around, within 2 hours, he'll already have his feathers off and he'll be in the refrigerator waiting to be cooked.
Yeah, let's just start with the duck, brother. We'll take this thing just slowly. We'll graduate to the exotic animals, brother. We'll just we'll start with the duck.
I don't know. You got to try. You got to try the iguana. You're gonna love iguana.
No, I don't have to. I don't.
Yum.
Nope.
Iguana is delicious, especially when it's fried. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. If you like fried chicken, you'll love iguana.
There we go with the racist.
Hey, don't racist. Have you seen my videos? You see my videos on heart attack chicken? I'm not racist. I love fried chicken.
That's right.
There you go.
Ain't no fried chicken. Now, I don't want the collard greens though. The collard greens are a no. Fried chicken, yes. Collard greens, no.
Collard greens are nasty.
Oh, they're disgusting. The only thing worse than collard greens is kale. Kale is absolutely sickening. How can anybody even eat that crap?
The only way that you can eat it is by cooking it with ham and bacon for hours and hours and hours.
Exactly.
And throw away the collard greens and eat the bacon.
Hey, I do that too.
I never understood the whole appeal of collard greens. It's like people that eat Brussels sprouts. I mean, filthy, disgusting. It smells like poop. They're disgusting. I mean, Brussels sprouts are nasty. How can you eat that stuff?
I'll tell you, this is how you eat Brussels sprouts. You fry it with bacon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like when my parents used to serve me broccoli, it was horrible. And they had to put a bunch of cheese on it. I figured, well, you can just give me the cheese and ditch the broccoli.
Yep.
I used to throw the broccoli out the window to the ducks, in the dining room. Boop, out it goes. And then, oh, did you eat it? Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. I don't see it. Where is it? Looking under the table, looking around, look out the window. I don't see it there. Until my mom one time went outside and saw the food flying out the window of the ducks eating it, and she figured it out. Oh, he's throwing it to the ducks. Like that oatmeal. That was the worst. Oatmeal was disgusting.
Oh, that's like barf.
Yeah, exactly. It's horrible. My mom used to put brown sugar in it. She thought it made it better. It made it worse. Yeah. I said, this is just terrible. I can't eat this crap.
Now,
then they make me
sweet barf.
Oh, and then make me drink Ovaltine. That was horrible. I don't know if you've ever had Ovaltine. It's nasty. It's like mud. It's disgusting.
Look, we have a kale recipe. 3 pounds of kale with 4 large river stones for 3 hours. Turn off the heat, then throw away the kale in the trash and eat
Exactly.
This concludes the cooking segment of the cookout.
And I know vegans that have made kale smoothies. Can you imagine that? They put fruit and kale in a smoothie. Oh, it's horrible. My dad used to do juicing, and he put that disgusting watercress. That's another one. That was awful. I don't know if you've ever eaten watercress. It is bad. Oh, it tastes like weeds. You go out in the yard, pick some weeds, throw it in a blender like I did in my video. It's a terrible. The smell is enough to make you sick. It's like when you cut the grass and your mower's all wet underneath and you got to wash that out. That's what it smells like and looks like.
That's what tea smells like to me. Tea is like taking sticks in water and letting them soak. It's like, why do you want to drink that?
He'd rather take a stick and clear out the toilet before he goes to the bathroom. That's what sticks are for.
No more sex talk.
My parents used to take me to the Chinese restaurant. And they had a buffet there, and they always served tea. And I smelled that tea. I said, "What is that? The Chinese bath water? That stuff's nasty." Oh, it's good for you. I don't want to drink that nasty stuff.
Oh no, number 4.
Russ.
He turned his mic off. He's laughing so hard.
Talk amongst yourselves.
he said tea smelled like Chinese bath water. Oh my gosh! There's no suds in it. What are you talking about?
Oh, there's some suds in it. Depends on when you pour it out.
Oh my gosh, man! Listen, I can't.
All right, Rick, it's been a pleasure.
We gotta end it there.
You always got to have the comedy hour part of the show. That's when you bring me in.
Hey, listen, I understand, brother. Listen, you delivered. There's no doubt about that, man. You and Dave Mack brought the show to a halt. You guys are the two guys that literally brought the show down to a halt.
Did you see my interview with Dave Mack where we're pretending she's what was it? Not Dave Mack. What's his vegan alter ego?
Bellshine McNulty.
Bellshine. There you go. Yeah, did you see that one? That was funny. Oh yeah. We did like a vegan parody. So I was interviewing Bellshine and telling about what I like to eat, and he had to turn off the video several times because he's laughing so much. You'll see the breaks in between. He was just cracking up too funny. If you don't have fun in this life, you're going to be frustrated and you'll never succeed. If it's always serious, I got to do this, I got to do that. I can't eat duck food because, I crave it and I can't have it. Well, you're not going to be happy. You got to say, hey, I'm going to have a big juicy steak and I'm going to eat what I want. And I'm not going to let these food peddlers convince me to eat a bunch of processed crap. I'm going to eat the real thing. If you want to go off the wagon, hit some natural fruit from your yard. Don't go to the store and buy a bunch of packaged crap. I mean, some of this stuff, it reads like a novel. If you like reading, just read the ingredients list on some of these snack foods.
Listen, you speak for yourself. Little Debbie is one of my sidekicks.
Little Debbie, that's little Dooster. That's nasty.
I will
Little
fight
Debbie.
you over little. That's my side chick. I will
little diabetes.
Little diabetes.
Don't you talk about my girlfriend. I'm just telling you. Yeah,
my mom
and Mrs. Butterworth.
There's another one. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's not Little Debbie. There's another one my mom used to like. I can't remember. No, that's Hostess.
Hey, we can't talk about hoes on the show. Adam does not like to talk about hoes.
Well, the Ding Dongs, that's the same company, Hostess. Ding Dongs and Ho Hos, and what was the other one? Twinkies. Twinkies.
Yeah, man.
I just, it's not even duck food. Why would anybody eat this garbage? I used to tell the people I work with, it's like, why would you waste your money on this? Just go to the store and buy a steak. You got a truck, put it on the engine, fire it up, drive around, get yourself a tasty steak. That's how I cook my steak. I'm not going to go to McDiarrhea and eat that crap. I'll just go to the Winn-Dixie, or, if I have to, I'll go to the horrible Publix. I hate that place. But Aldi, whatever, whoever's got a sale on meat, I'll buy some meat. I'll throw it on the engine. I'll have myself a lunch in 10 minutes and I'll be eating good. They'll be over there at the McDiarrhea sitting in the drive-thru waiting for a bunch of duck food that's barely edible. I mean, then washing it down with a nasty old soda. What's the point?
These statements are the opinion of Rick Charger Mopar, and not the opinion of the Cookout or the Keto Cookout.
And we're not giving out medical advice.
If McDonald's is listening and they want to send some buy some free coupons, it's at Homesick Buckeye.
Hey, I'll take a donation, but it's got to be a piece of meat. I don't care if it's an iguana or a steak. You send me the meat, I'll eat it. You can have the duck food. I'll give you all the duck food I find. That's what I normally do. When I get duck food, I ask the people I work with, you want any of this crap? And if they want to eat it, they want to eat the chips and all that, go ahead. But whatever they don't eat goes straight to my house to the ducks.
There you
There
go.
you go.
You are the man. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Rick, we appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out with us, man. And we'll do some things, I'm sure, in the future. He's a good friend of the show.
Yes.
40-year carnivore. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to you whether or not this has affected his mind or not. But
yeah, don't use me as an example. You'll scare away all the new carnivores.
All right, brother, man. Well, we appreciate you. Go check him out at Charger Mopar if you aren't already. And like, subscribe. And, brother, we appreciate you. He's part of the family.
Absolutely.
Bye, Rick.
Bye.
Got to hit us with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hit us one time.
Oh, yes.
Okay, say it
We're
correctly.
grilling?
We're
grilling? Oh, we're grilling, baby.
Right.
That's it.
Thanks, Rick, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, brother.
My God. Oh, that's our guy.
Oh, man.
That is
Too
our
good.
guy.
Too good.
He brought it. He brought it.
Oh my
He
God,
brought
my
it.
mascara is running because I'm laughing so hard and
He
crying.
does not
Okay.
disappoint. That is our guy.
Yep.
All right. Well,
What do you got coming up, Russ?
sleep in about enough. No, I'm just kidding. I've been out of sorts. I got to get back to it, man. I got to. I posted some videos lately that I had some stuff I had in the can, but like I said, I was gone for a week, and then I got back, and I had family right behind that, and so I got to get back in the swing, get my videos going. I'm gonna have a video coming out this week of some new kitchen appliances, some new toys I got.
Cool.
Then I'm gonna have some new cooking videos coming out. You guys love to watch me destroy perfectly good food. So I give the people what they want. I became an Amazon affiliate, so
Nice.
I have a bunch of stuff. All the stuff you see in my videos, you can click the link if you want to. If you find any of this stuff useful and that kind of stuff, I'll talk a little bit more about that in the video. But that's pretty much it, and just got to get back on the grind to get some more content to crank out for folks.
Awesome. I love that. How about you, Alia?
On Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Central, if all goes well, I will also be there. There's a live stream with some crazy, awesome UK carnivores. There you go. Me and Carrie. Hopefully my internet situation will resolve and I can do it on a layover. So we'll see. But Carrie will definitely be there.
Interesting. And that's UK fundraiser?
Yeah, it's a UK fundraiser. They're going to share their success stories. Let's make some money for the documentary. There you go. Everyone, please go pay the GoFundMe. Thanks so much.
Right? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very
Other
cool.
than that, I need to make some more videos like Russ. There you
Yep.
go. I'm going to make some more videos.
Yep. Same with me. I've got 2 interviews I need to get up. So I've just been super busy with the documentary and the film footage from that and getting things planned for the Chicago meetup. We're going to have marketing materials that we got to get ready and stuff for that. So eventually we may get to the point where we can actually hire somebody to do a little bit of that kind of stuff to offload that work so I can work on more content for my channel. I got a lot of cool ideas. I just don't have time to implement them. I'm waiting for Russ to come by and give me a hand and we can get things done.
Yeah, hold your breath.
He wants me dead.
Pretty much.
So we're looking for a replacement for Adam on the Cookout. So we're taking applications.
Right.
Nobody can replace Adam Lacey.
No,
He's,
we realized that last week.
yes, thank you. How dare you? How dare you say we held it down? I don't know what, but you were in some type of ketosis euphoria if you thought we held it down. It was not held down. It was flapping like a flag in the wind.
Well, man, I was confused after with having to deal with willow sticks and the like. It was very confusing. So
yeah. Crap it outside will do that to you.
In a hole in the ground.
Mess you up. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys did a good job, you know, considering, because there were some things that we didn't actually plan for, you know, like background and some other
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Yeah, so I noticed that. I'm like, yeah, we don't have our background, and then we had all kind of stuff going on. But hey, we powered through it, and you guys came through in the end too. We were able to catch up with you guys, so I think it was a great show, and we just do the best we can here.
Yep. So if anybody wants to be on the show, go to ketocookoutlive.com and you can apply to be on the show there and get on the list. And there's kind of a pecking order in terms of when you apply, as far as when we'll contact you. But go ahead and, you know, get registered to be on the show. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel or any kind of social media account or anything like that. As long as you have a computer with a microphone and a camera or a phone, you're good to go.
Yeah, you don't even have to have lights, man. We've had people show up on the show in darkness. No, you know, you can live in your car, man. Becky, you know, she lived in her car. You know, so hey, you know, come on, come on. We're one big happy family.
Yep. With that, I mean, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that visits us each and every week. All of our subscribers.
Absolutely.
Much love to everybody. We truly appreciate the love and support that you guys show in the comments. It helps us each and every week to keep things going and try to bring new guests to you every week and make things fun and light and have some entertainment for everybody that's a little different than everything else. And we truly appreciate you.
Absolutely. Well, I could have said it better, but I won't.
Right.
Beautiful, Adam. Thank you so
I
much.
couldn't have said it better. That's outstanding. He's absolutely right. We all feel the same way. We love bringing the show to you. We love making you laugh and smile. Hopefully you learn a little bit too, but you know, laughing and smiling and is the reason we're here.
Absolutely. Till next week.
That's right.
We grilling, baby.
We're grilling, baby.
Baby.